First ever Sword Art review. Wow. Interesting. Good God, it's freezing balls outside. What's up, you guys? It's Nagisa from JunkieMonkeys.com. Let's get to it! Now, Toonami is at the 17th episode of Sword Art Online, which is the second arc to the entire show. And now we're in Alpheum Online, which is the land of the fairies. If you guys read the last review on JunkieMonkeys.com, which there'll be a link in the description below, just click it in case you hadn't seen the last episode. Now this episode starts off where 16 left off. Kirito pretty much saves this one girl's life, as he always does, because he's the hero. And they kind of seem to hit it off. Turns out this girl is named Leafa, and also becomes Kirito's first friend in the game as well. At first, pretty much she shows him how to fly, the basics, and all the ropes to Alpheum Online. And Leafa pretty much explains everything about Alpheum Online, like the races, the territorial stuff, how to fly. The way she teaches him how to fly is weird. It's like she tells him to try to move something you don't have, which is weird. It's like me trying to pee standing up. And when he first tries to fly, he completely just eats shit, like right off the bat. So he's not too familiar with this game compared to Sword Art Online. But once he gets the hang of it, they travel to the nearest town, which is a Sylph town in Sylph territory, which is what Leafa is. And there they meet Rekon, Leafa's annoying-ass companion. Leafa goes on to explain Kirito more about Alpheum Online, stuff about the fairy race and trying to get to the top, which is completely impossible. And pretty much what I got out of it is like the main thing is to be able to fly with no limits, which is tight. And the only way to do it is to get to this Grandmaster at the very top. You'll be some kind of advanced form of fairy, which, I mean, you can already fly. How much better can it get? Then Kirito explains to Leafa how he's trying to get to the top. And she's pretty much like, yeah, you and everyone else here. Then Kirito suggests, well, maybe it takes more than one race. And Leafa's like, nope, fuck that idea. It's not how it works. Not possible. Which pisses him off. And that's when he explains that he's looking for someone. Once Leafa sees a look in his eyes, she seems like she kind of recognizes that face before. As he's about to leave to go to the World Tree, Leafa convinces him to let her help him to get to the top. He doesn't really have some sort of say in this. He kind of just makes him. After that, she's like, alright, bye, fuck you. And then she logs off. And when she's logged off, you see her actual player. And the big reveal to this episode, it just so happens to be her cousin, who also has a weird Japanese crush on him. God damn it, Japan. Meanwhile, we come back to Asuna in that big-ass cage in the sky, and then some guy walks in. And it turns out to be that creepy guy that smells her hair, Sugo Nobuyuki, who also works with her dad. So that makes things awkward, doesn't it? And then he talks about raping her, which is... And then he grabs one of her titties, and it's kind of like awkward to watch, especially when you're with friends. Jesus Christ. Then he goes on to explain how he's using Alpheum Online. He explains to her about this full dive concept or idea, and what that does, it allows you to control the brain. And with the help of Sword Art Online, he creates this new, even more twicely fucked up idea about being able to control their memories and emotions. Remember those 300 players that didn't log out? Well, he's using those, including Asuna, which is a big no-no. He leaves, leaving Asuna in even more hopelessness and shock, and then that's where the episode ends. Now it's time for the review. This episode, it was a good one. It was a good one. Not a whole lot happened in this one, which Sword Art is kind of prone to do, having a lot of episodes where most of it just isn't about anything. But still, overall, I still liked it. What Sword Art usually does is that, like, nothing really happens, and then shit just shoots up, and shit just starts flying everywhere. And you're like, holy fuck, I can't handle all this. Which had happened in some previous episodes as well. As for the dub, Leafa's it's tolerable. In this episode, since you find out it's Kirito's cousin, I'm not quite sure. I don't know how he doesn't realize it's Sugo because of the big boobs and the voice. There's something about Leafa's voice that sounds completely different about Sugo's. I'm not sure if they have the same voice actor, which they should, but Sugo's voice is fine with me. But Leafa's is... I don't like it. But overall, this episode was pretty good. It had its moments. This monkey gives this episode 8 out of 10 bananas. I'm Nagisa from JunkieMonkeys.com. And stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.